good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to another exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin, the Mage Edition. The sun has just broken through the clouds overhead, bathing you all in what feels to be a warm and genuine light, as it is you've gathered in Harold's Cross Park, located just north of the city centre of Dublin. The park itself is surrounded by a corrugated iron fence, outside of which you can see the fact that day-to-day life goes on. The buses run on time and people bustle by you. However, beyond the gates, inside the fence, they don't seem to see what has been set up. You will see many different people of many different nationalities, every race you could probably think of. Men standing wearing Oriental style martial arts uniform, rubbing shoulders with people wearing traditional burqa and other forms of Middle Eastern clothing. All of whom mill about, sit, some of them pray, but they are about to all of them march off in order to see to the liberation of their fellows and to end a dark chapter in the Nine Traditions history. There are about 150 or so souls that are here. As I say, the sun is warm. It's almost as if it's beckoning you onwards. Who knows? Maybe if there is a higher power, maybe he's opting to shine on you today. Our assembled gatherances, or gathered individuals, will have time before it is the portal opens in order to give whatever last messages they wish to their loved ones, to send final text messages, or to wish their friends well before it is the conflict must begin. We will join them as they do so. Feel free to intro yourselves, and if there's anything you would like to say to each other, by all means feel free.
Sam rolls on up into this piece with a somewhat familiar gray hoodie for those of you that have been with her in the combat. She has her hair pulled back into, and she is texting Kevin like, "Hey, where you at? You ready to rock?"
The texting noise goes off about 15 feet in front of you, and you just watch Kevin literally check his phone for the message that you just sent him.
There you are. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
You ready?
Yeah.
Maya, you may want to drastically speak up. It's really hard to hear.
Sorry. Lottie
Oh shit, my bad.
Oh, it's okay. Lottie, for her part, is gonna kind of stroll up. She's got a book bag with her, and very familiar jumpsuit, very nice fluffy jacket on top. Hair is pulled back. She's just kind of not perky, but kind of chill, and just kind of see Sam and wave, kind of bounce on over to her. Because yeah, she may die, but she's still gonna bounce. It could be the last time she bounces. She might as well.
Hey Lottie, what's up, girl?
Hey, Sam. How you doing today? Good?
As good as can be.
Yeah, I kind of figure small talk helps things move along. Plus, you never know. I could say something interesting and this could be the last thing we say. Taco Tuesday is a terrible alliteration. It should really be Topless Tuesday, which would make Tuesday even more fun than ever. Taco Thursday sounds better. There. Wisdom.
We're trying to get tacos on a Thursday, though.
I don't know. Thursdays kind of suck, but they're not terrible, so tacos help things along. It's for the alliteration.
I can
Whereas
dig.
topless Tuesdays makes things better because who the fuck's like really happy about a Tuesday? But if Tuesday was topless Tuesday, then people be like, you know what, today can be a good day. Just think about it. Tuesdays, actually fun for once. She kind of waved her hand like she was having like like some sort of epiphany. Think about it.
Morgan will, ever so timely like, interrupt all this lovely chatter. It's still Morgan, you're pretty sure. And I can't find anything that quite depicts what I'm going for. I just want you to imagine kind of. She has definitely changed her appearance very markedly, but this is not one of those getting pretty things. It's becoming kind of alien and more intimidating, more just that touch more uncanny valley. But she will nonetheless just kind of out of nowhere stride up to Kevin and hold up a hand like she means to pass something to him.
Ah,
Just stares at him. No eye patch anymore.
you did something with your hair.
The eyebrow quirks. The hand kind of nudges a bit closer.
Kevin just pulled out his hand.
And she will splay her fingers and very gingerly drop a pitch black acorn into his palm. Fairly large one. But, I mean, not unnaturally so. Just a fairly large but pitch black acorn in his palm. At which point she finally makes proper eye contact, stares him dead on, and simply says, "Swallow it."
Does what it's told.
Make me a sweet, sweet stamina check, difficulty 7.
Okay.
Quitters over quitters.
Let me see. No, my stamina specialty won't count for this at all, but that's fine. Dice are not with me. I fail.
Okay. Kevin starts to legitimately choke.
Oh shit!
Handled slam on his back, try to just jostle it right back out. I doubt he got it very far if he's choking that quickly.
Okay. Kevin, make me another stamina check. Difficulty 6.
Okay. The dice are still not with me.
Kevin,
wow. Fuck my life. Okay. Morgan, how do you manage to lodge it in his throat?
Sam, do the doctor thing. Do the doctor thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's choking again, right?
Yeah, legit. Like, it's actually gotten worse.
Yeah, good old-fashioned Heimlich maneuver.
All right. Make me another stamina check, difficulty 5.
Okay.
Come on, dude.
Please.
God, I made this one.
Okay. The acorn flies out of his mouth and lands on the ground.
Morgan will go over and pick it up, brush it off, and walk back over again.
Subliminally, you, Morgan, simply hear the phrase, "Really? Really?"
Okay, hold on. Before you actually put it in your mouth, let's try to relax your throat so it actually goes down a little easy.
All right, people need to stop fucking touching me for a second.
Okay, my bad. Shit.
Lottie's gonna dig through her bag and pull out a bottle of water. Just kind of offer it to Kevin.
All right, let me just continue these bizarre attempts at modern suicide as he fucking attempts again with his acorn because nobody told him to chew the fucking thing. He's not sure what kind of magic he's working with.
I mean, she didn't say chew it. She said swallow it.
So down, like we're doing this again.
All right, difficulty 7.
Okay.
Do it with water. Do it with water.
I mean, I don't think adding like
I mean, it helps
other
people take
forms
pills
of drowning.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's a pill.
Uh,
Give it
oh
a
my
pill.
fucking god! Hey,
Did you fail again?
yeah.
I couldn't slip this if I tried. Oh
I mean, you could make it to 7.
I did, but it's because it's swallowing an acorn.
It's an acorn, bro. I've swallowed pills that big.
It's the size. I described it as the size of my thumb.
We're not going
Um,
to talk about the things I've swallowed.
Apparently
sudden I'm
Kevin
voting.
doesn't have any talent in that.
Kevin will indeed begin to choke again.
God damn it!
All right.
Morgan,
What's the next stamina roll?
Morgan, is
Yep,
there
you can make another sound roll to attempt. Are you? Oh, important question. Are you attempting to force swallow it, or are you attempting to spit it out?
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna either force swallow it or I'm gonna die. One of the two.
Cool. It's gonna be difficulty 8 then.
All right, cool.
Kevin, no. Fucking well,
I swear to God, if I-
fucking made it. He literally punches himself in the fucking throat. You watch him. Sam, you get fucking backhanded away from him. Morgan, you get flipped off. And you just watch him fucking straight up slap himself in the throat. Ugh!
Morgan's eyes just kind of,
Like that.
Morgan, in
Morgan's
the back,
eyes just kind of widen a little bit.
Morgan, in the back of your mind, you hear the phrase, "Wait, he has the superfluous skill. He could have just widened his trachea. Why didn't he do that?"
She says nothing. Just looking at Kevin, and her eyes are kind of wide because he literally just punched the thing down his own throat. That's pretty
Okay.
fucking baller.
Hi, Kevin. 5 of your paradox in your system will immediately dissipate.
That is well worth a lot of gagging.
There's like a slow head tilt as she's watching to see if there's any visible effect. Because let's be honest, she knows what it's supposed to do, but she has no idea how it's going to do it. So
Do you any of you have Prime Sight active?
yes.
From your perspective, it basically looks like a prime energy washes through him for a moment, like blindingly bright, like it's gone just a second after it does so.
And with her job here done, Morgan reaches out, post flicking off, gives Kevin a strong pat on the shoulder, and turns to rejoin Callie, probably only so far away.
Kevin tries to stand there like nothing happened, but there's spit everywhere. He's got
If it
this
helps.
bottle of water he didn't start with.
If it helps, you know categorically, about 20 feet away, you know Iki saw that. That's all I choose to say.
Oh, also, Kevin, the look that Sam has in this picture here, that's the look Kevin's getting.
Great.
Just say, I don't know why you insisted to fight that so hard. That would have been much easier.
Lottie's just kind of wide-eyed and kind of wondering, wow, this is not going to be easy at all. Man just died choking over an acorn. But at least she knows he's not a quitter.
Okay, give me just a second. There it is. All right. A voice says from up further that you're basically standing on a grassy knoll, kind of like a small hill. From the top of the hill, you will see Master D'Onofrio striding, and she will say, "Right, okay." She looks down at a watch. "We're going to open the gateway in about 2 minutes' time, so I'm going to be really quick with these. Okay, first of all, and this is important, should these people surrender to you, It's not the dragon's grassy knoll, Tim. Anyway. Should the canticles actively surrender to you, you are to take them prisoner. You are not to end their lives. I don't want to be presiding over a fucking massacre today. I don't care who you are, and I don't care who you think you are. If you start killing innocent civilians or combatants who have actively removed themselves from the fight, you will be answering to me. For a slight emphasis, you see her eyes flick into a flaming, kind of blazing glory for about less than a second before they flick back. Continuing this, we will be opening the portal. A small number of you who have already been pre-selected, and she denotes a small group standing off to the side, will be sent in order to try and rescue whatever hostages the Canticles of Lamentation may in fact be keeping. Those of you who are not in this group will be coming with me as we attempt to overcome the outer defenses of the Canticles stronghold. We have only had very limited information from our ability to scout said stronghold, so frankly, we're going in blind. I don't like this any more than you. However, this is what was determined the best course of action. She looks around, scanning the mass of people. Right. Okay. We've got about a minute left before it is we have to go. So if there's anything else you have to do on this side, I recommend you do it now, because by the time we step through, there's no coming back unless we're victorious. Any questions? Good. You will then see her step. She'll start striding down the hill. Okay. Do any of you have any actions that you would like to take? Anything that you would like to do on this side before the portal opens?
See, I'll probably wave to Iki because she hadn't seen Iki in a while.
Oh, is Iki there? Yeah, Lottie's definitely gonna wave to Iki too.
She will return the wave. Zuh.
And let Iki's here.
Ahead of you guys, you'll start to notice the fact that in the center of the park, just before you would come to a fountain, the very fabric of reality ripples. It is as if a stone had been cast and the air itself had become the water. Before a deep gash, green and extending hundreds of meters into the air, will open. It's about 300 meters wide, so it includes most of the park's grounds. The only thing containing it, excuse me, are the two iron gates on either side of the park. Dinofrie will nod before she'll say, "The door's open! We're only able to hold it open for so long, so don't lollygag!" Before she herself will break into a sprint.
Off. Running. Drawing out her axe.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Lottie's gonna kind of head out with like the middle to the back because, just in case.
Okay. You guys will step through the portal. It will feel as if, as I said, as if you're running through water for a few moments, as if you had stepped into a raging torrent like a waterfall, but you push through to the other side and you find yourself entirely bone dry on the other side. You're standing on what would be a relative equivalent of the umbral side of the city, so you see many weaver spirits rather happily going about their daily business. So many patterns, finders. However, you overlook a deep gorge that has been carved into the cityscape, and standing amid the gorge itself, this deep ravine, you see this. including the hooded figures. For those of you who have Prime Sight active, okay, I have to emphasize this. Have any of you seen the presence? Have any of you looked at, say, the Archbishop under Prime Sight to see what faith looks like? Because it looks different than ordinary Prime. Okay. You guys will see there's a great circular bastion broken open. You'd assume that maybe this place was a real world monastery at one point that they've basically dragged into the Umbra, because it has a feeling of resonance of its real nature. This was not built with umbral materials. This was not built from ephemera. No, this was built by the hand of man, consecrated neath the eyes of God. And you see this great circular half building set high above all the others, way back behind the ruined, crumbling walls. And from that place, from within that sanctum, there is a huge, mind-bogglingly bright pillar of faith energy that goes into the sky like a lance. It is as if they were trying to stab at God himself from high above. It is almost blindingly bright to look at. You have no idea why it's there, but it is. And it is very unnerving. Any of you who have faith, you almost feel as if you are standing in the presence of the deity in whom you place your belief, and that deity is judging you and has found you personally wanting. Roleplay accordingly.
And we can see this beam of light even without Prime Sight?
Even without Prime Sight, yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got Prime Sight, you can kind of determine the nature of it, but it is mind-boggling.
Son of a dick.
And one last important note for those of you who have Prime Sight, it's periodically getting brighter. It's difficult to tell unless you're actually looking at it through Prime Sight, but it's periodically getting brighter.
Jesus. Well, the light kind of makes Lottie kind of press her hand to her neck and touch the apple in the Chaos Ventos there and kind of cringe. It's an uncomfortable feeling, but she kind of, she just kind of cringes inwardly. She's never known Eris to be judgy, but this feels judgy and it isn't natural.
Many of the mages who enter are completely taken aback by this. You see many shocked faces and many prayers in a dozen languages to a dozen different deities. Their eyes are wide. They're clearly afraid.
Harry just turns to everybody. We're gonna sit here, or we're gonna kill everyone.
My Dharma points that way.
Shitstorm behind door A and a shitstorm behind door B. Whatever. Let's get this over with.
You guys will see striding forward through the crowd, through the multitude of people. His face is completely serene. He's not wearing a face that has any emotion, really. Matteo de Calvorne. He is, however, for those of you with Prime Sight, crackling with Prime energy. Not nearly as bright as the pillar, but incredibly bright. He will walk out in front of the crowd and he will hold his hands out before he will collapse to his knees in prayer. You will see another brilliant pillar of light emerge from his chest and strike at the building. You will see a huge crack start to form as clearly he has broken through whatever protective barrier existed to protect the building. allowing you the chance to storm through the breach. The forces at play here are truly tectonic. You can almost feel the ground beneath you, even in this umbral place where the rules of physics make no difference. You can almost feel even them shatter. You see a crack form in this protective shield before, in a noise that sounds like shattering glass, it splinters inward.
Looks at everybody standing there, whirls her axe from side to side, and is like, fuck it, and starts running.
I guess we're rocking.
Morgan,
And she,
go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, if you're still there, go ahead.
I think Tim may. You still there, Tim?
yeah, I'm still there. I just didn't hear any of what Morgan said, so I wasn't sure if she was done or not.
I told you, go ahead.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, she's just gonna start running too. Fuck it.
Yep. Morgan, snags the spearhead finally. Cries out just delightedly the word to fucking put it to full length, and yeah. She's not getting left behind.
Lottie's got her bat out and is trailing behind them.
We moving.
As you guys charge forward towards the breach, you'll see the figures dressed in robes step back into the archway as it is pictured there. That is roughly where the great schism, the great blow that shattered their outer defenses, or at least weakened them to the point that they can be passed through in a specific location, has been cracked. They will withdraw. It will take you guys about 5 minutes, even on a full tilt, to reach the outer edge of the monastery, or what appears to be the monastery. As you push your way in, you'll find yourselves stood in a large courtyard, roughly about 35 feet by 40 feet across, with a number of towering buildings on either side that appear to have had, at one point, religious significance. However, you're greeted not with the sound of war cries and the screaming of battle lust. No, you're greeted with something far more eerie. Kneeling in front of you on the ground, their heads bowed, their voices extolling his name, you see approximately 16 to 20 nuns, their eyes closed, their heads bowed as they pray and extol his holiness. They are not taking any offensive or defensive actions against you.
Turns back to everybody as they all stop. Points. Check them out. That's a trap.
Hey, anybody that got some guys? Are they casting something?
Y'all both broke up pretty bad.
Oh, for God's sake.
Too long didn't read. Anyone with Prime Sight, are they casting magic?
No.
Okay. Is anyone going to answer her? She asks.
Is anyone going to what?
Answer her.
Yeah, but what do you ask them?
She's asking if people, like the people that have Prime Sight, if they're casting a spell.
No. Sorry, so someone standing off to your left-hand side, you assume he's a hermetic via the various different sigils that cover his robes. They're not. They're singing. They're singing glory to God, the Most High, and peace to all his people on earth.
Man, somebody tell me I'm not the only person who thought to bring duct tape and zip ties.
I got these zip ties.
Bag.
Oh, we got our orders. If they're not fighting, we detain them. So?
He's gonna look around for any other doorways leading in or out of the room. How big is the room per se?
It's a courtyard. It is
Oh,
a
it's a
massive
courtyard.
open courtyard.
Okay.
It is a courtyard. To your left, there is a large building that appears to be some kind of standing stone tower. Straight ahead of you, there is another section of wall with another gate in it. And then to your left, there's another large building which appears to be some kind of, you'd assume, library, because it's definitely not a church. It may be some kind of scriptorium. So, okay, Kevin, do you attempt to go and physically interact with the nuns?
You know, they're creepy, man. Fucking, he gets about halfway there before he looks at everyone else and like, what?
I got you. Let's go.
I think
She,
interaction might be best with them.
Perhaps we should check on something other than Prime.
Lottie has spirit sights up. Is there anything funny?
Does anyone here have correspondence side up?
Let me check. No.
Nope. I think I just have
But
a
I
form of entropy up.
No, but I can have correspondence set up.
If you want to put it up, you can. Remember the increased difficulty for the number of effects you already have on your person. It is +1 cumulative difficulty for every effect on your person above and beyond the second.
Drop a quintessence. So that's I dropped 2 quintessence. So that should be 3 successes to kick it off.
Okay. All of them have a weird mystical connection to some place that's not here. You see it like an invisible silvery tether.
She let out a whistle at Kevin immediately. Like, you know, I can't whistle, but she just let out this kind of harsh whistle at both Samira and Kevin.
Hilariously, by the time you whistle at Kevin, he hasn't laid hands on the nuns. He's obviously the guilt's setting in, but he's just like, "Hey, lady, you just got captured. I really don't want to be a dick about this, but what, Kelly?
To connect it to something.
So
They've got some connection to some other mystical part.
oh,
Do you think we would hurt them by moving them?
man, I'm
I
not
think
worried
you would
about
trick
them. I'm worried about us.
I think you would trigger what they're connected to, perhaps.
Yep, fuck it. We'll come back from later.
Actually, there was a hermetic that was standing right there. Wasn't there? Or did Homeboy just teleport away?
Oh no, he's there. Basically, I'm considering the fact that there are, X hundred mages with you, however, they will not be as useful as you guys are.
I mean, in that case, then, she's going to look at some of these and ask, some of the individuals here that aren't as strong in combat, do you think that you can secure these nuns while we move on forward?
I'm sure
I
that we
think
can.
perhaps securing the area might be best. We don't know if interfering with them will trigger anything. Maybe just keeping the doorways closed for anyone but us. Our people, at least. It's not interaction, and yet still maintaining control over the situation. No one hurts the nuns don't hurt anybody. We get to move on.
Morgan will pitch a glance over at Callie. Are they really here?
Probably not.
She just kind of gestures at him. After all, we are in some fucking spirit world.
That being said, probably Booby Trap Alley again. All right, let's see how many doors we got to work with.
On a side note, Kim, Lupin, the zombie, gives you a nice, refreshing cold drink because that's what he's here for.
Okay.
I mean, they're basically here to bottle. They accept their lot on life.
Actually, I want to see something real quick. Hold on. You guys stop your chirping for like 5 seconds, please. I have Matter Site up. Is anything up on Matter Site?
Damn it. Question, does anyone else here have Matter Sight?
I have Matter Spirit and Prime Site up.
Okay. Yes. For those of you who have Life Sight up, they appear to be entirely alive. Fun fact. However, for those of you who've Matter Sight up, Kim, they're made entirely of sand. Dang it.
Gonna share with the class.
Yeah, I just had I just had to get my evil laughter and the bird chirps out of my system real fast. So you will kind of glance over at everyone and say, they're not real.
Called it. I would say she's walking.
They're sand.
Alright.
That is-
Play with the sand then?
Yeah,
I'm not sure what kind of sandbox this will be.
that
Maybe
is
too many video games.
a weird fucking choice on their part.
I
It is
wonder.
at this moment in time, guys, for the record, that it becomes horribly apparent in the next 20 seconds exactly why they did this. The doors behind you slam closed and seal with primal energies.
Yep, I was about to fucking
I played this video game!
At which point you will see stepping from nowhere all around you dozens of these ghostly spiritual figures. Hi guys.
I am going to need a point of clarification, Evan.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the Umbra, right?
Correct.
I believe if we are physically in the Umbra, we don't need Spirit 2 to actually touch spirits, right?
Correct. You may in fact unleash the ass whooping upon them.
Okay.
There is an unearthly shriek at this point as the song becomes a crescendo noise. As it is, these spirits strike. We will roll initiative in a few moments. However, I'm going to need to ask everyone here who is living and possesses eardrums to roll a stamina check.
May I do an asshole thing as they start picking up in volume?
Are you going to try and like basically protect your own eardrums?
No, I'm gonna Banshee Wail and reply. And I'm gonna try to outdo them too.
Do you have forces?
I don't have forces.
Then you would not be able to outdo them.
Yeah. Doesn't
They're
mean she's not gonna
actually-
fucking try. She literally has
That's-
performance battle cry.
I mean, you can scream if you want to.
I can. And I will.
Yeah. Then you do the scream. And the thing is that, as I said, their scream is actually enhanced via forces to make it more physically impactful.
What's the diff of the stamina check?
Standard difficulty.
I've got two.
Don't have willpower.
Now Kevin can roll fucking stamina checks.
I mean, I think they
Fucking
kind of
willpower
loosened
from
them
last
up.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless. God bless.
All right, so everyone is good. Okay, cool. Please roll initiative.
Skip.
Guys, we'll put them in the side chat. I'll make a list.
Mhm. I'm just going to roll all of them as a group. And then I'm also going to roll all the mages as a group, because basically it's going to be group versus group combat, with the exception of those who are fighting you guys. Oh, the mages rolled tragically. It's not too tragically. There we go. All right. So
Do you go by the rule that if NPCs and PCs collide, the NPC goes after?
No, I run by whoever has the highest dexterity.
Okay. So what is the Templar Ghost dexterity?
4.
What is Lottie's dexterity?
Oh, she's got dex too.
There we go. Cool. All right. So in that case, each one of you will be assailed by 2 Templar ghosts. So in that case, it is Callie to go first.
2. Beautiful. Fuck it.
Cool. I will point out for posterity, these are spirits, so things that will affect spirits will affect them.
Yes, I've imbued my axe with spirit as well to hurt spirit, specifically hurt spirits. So yeah, I came prepared.
Prep was done. Prep was done.
Oh wait, my bad. Did we actually need spirit to hurt the ghost now?
No, not in this realm, but he prepared it, so you know.
You might do some more. Let's see.
One success.
Okay, roll your damage.
Okay, so it's a hatchet. One, 2, 3, 4 levels of aggravated damage.
Question: how did you get the axe to do aggravated damage?
I enhanced it with Prime 2.
Okay, for the record, how that works is that will work. However, you have to spend a point of quint for every time you want to actually hit them for ag damage. It's okay, cool. Yeah, it will recoil back. You will see a deep gash in its chest. It does not appear happy. Next, we have Kevin. Do Kevin things.
Punch a fucking ghost.
Punch ghost.
Okie dokie. I hit it.
Did you hit it good?
It's pretty good. I'm looking at 5 successes.
Okay, do your sweet roll of damage.
Yes, that would be +4. Okay. Looks like 5 damages.
What type of damages?
Lethal.
Okay.
It is a death strike.
It will immediately halve that because it is non-magical damage.
Okay.
You strike it. It looks down. You could almost swear the fleshless maw with its rotten teeth smiles at you. Who is next? Next we have Morgan, because Morgan has multiple actions, so they will go at the end of the round.
Yep.
But Morgan,
Morgan will promptly just twist herself around to be back to back with Callie. And yeah, take a swipe. She got a spur. It's good for shanking
spur.
people. And
With the shanks.
more importantly, making it much harder for people to get close to her or Callie's fucking flank, so. Jesus.
Did you do a good?
I did it good.
Ooh, you did a very good.
Welp. 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 Okay. And those 10s I assume double, so welp.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, they do. Because spur.
Spur.
Good for spurring people.
Spur.
It's only four egg, but it's 4 egg.
Well, no, it's not. It's more. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
3.
that's right. Ones don't cancel.
And also, I thought you put sense weakness on yourself, so your difficulty is 4
Oh, is it to damage or to attack?
to damage.
Oh. Well, then I'm a little bit of a cheater this turn because I thought it was to attack.
It would have only been 1 success in the or would have been
It would have been 2.
2 successes. Just
So take
re-roll
2
it with
damage.
just re-roll with 13 dice.
Okay.
Also, ones don't remove damage here.
We know, but like I'm just refixing the math, so it'll be done this time.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or I guess if you're counting
1,
fours.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh. I stab it.
It immediately dissipates. You kind of hear you almost, Katie, you almost swear you hear, thank you. As it
Man.
disappears.
That toothy smile, that one she loves, it's on her face. It's ear to ear. It's actually kind of uncannily wide right now, with her features kind of tweaked.
All right, next is Sam.
Alrighty. Sam's gonna shank a ghost.
Shank ghost.
Oh, there's 3. That ain't bad.
Roll your sweet, sweet damage.
There goes 4 to him.
4.
4 lethal. I apologize.
No worries. Once again, as it's not magic, it halves it, and then I roll it soak. The blade kind of gets caught in what you assume would be its rib cage, and it doesn't seem to be affected.
Oh. Okay.
Oh God. Next up is Ikiro. I take a deep breath to steady myself.
Do the thing, Kim. Do the thing.
I'm okay.
Why you gotta act like I'm gonna do something bad?
Because I'm half suspecting you to try and bind the wraiths or something.
Yes, that is exactly what my plan is.
Oh God, why?
I want one,
Oh God.
and I'm gonna get one.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna roll spirit and try to grab myself one of these ghosty boys
It's
because I love ghosty boys.
So it would be spirit form, which would be difficulty 3 plus 4 is 7. So minus whatever foci you want to throw into the mix.
Gotta see if merit, because I haven't played with merit ever fucking ever. Let me see if this merit helps any.
Spiritual affinity, you mean?
Yeah, I'm not negotiating or summoning wraiths, so I'm just capturing them, so it wouldn't work. Be okay though. So it was 7 minus 2 into 5. You know what? And I'll spend a quint to lower the difficulty down. And I'll spend a willpower for an automatic success because I really want one of these ghosty boys. So that has 4 successes for a ghosty boy.
You're going to need to continue the casting because you need to kick off the effect, which would then be 4 successes, but you also want to put time into the duration for the fetter that you're going to basically attempt to make. So would you like to continue your casting next round?
Yep.
Okay. Next is mages. Oh dear. Give me a second, because I'm rolling this in terms of mass combat, so what could possibly go wrong? That's how it could go wrong. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
What'd you do?
They fucked the roll. Then we're gonna have, yeah, 7. Okay, you will see a number of mages start to explode into action. Fireballs will be cast left and right, withering curses and other things as weapons of eldritch power are flicked out. This is clearly how mages are meant to fight. You'll see a number of the spirits dissipate left and right and left, as they're struck down by these eldritch energies. However, then the ghosts retaliate. That was better. And that means it goes to 9. Oh, Jesus. Okay. In the blink of an eye, the ghosts are upon the mages. You hear the screaming as it is their ethereal blades tear through bodies, flesh, and bone. These blades made of spirit stuff should not do what they do, but yet they wreak terrible, terrible injuries. As you cast your eye around, those of you who can sense life or death, indeed, of the 150 living people who came in, 30 have in an instant been destroyed. It's a chilling feeling. All right, now I have to roll the rates who are on each of you. So I will start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start, you know. Callie, the one who wounded you, will slash. Let us see if he can sand slash. Sand slash.
Diff 9 for him.
Cool. Okay, that's a bunch. You will get you'll get -1 diff to attack him next turn.
Yay!
The other one just fails. Who's next? Kevin, do you have any effects on you?
Just for soaking. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. All right, they come in screaming. Okay, that is that. They hit. They will then do 7. Soak me 3 levels of lethal.
Soaked.
See, now your soak rolls are on point. Morgan, do you have anything on you that will make them difficult to hit?
I have the option to blow some of my extractions to parry.
Okay.
And I do have reach. Yes.
That's fair. Reach actually lowers their dice pool to hit you.
Oh, is it? I thought it just added difficulty. Whatever way it works.
It lowers basically. If you have reach on them, it makes it so they have to overextend themselves. So they actually have to. They get a dice penalty.
Yes, I will be parrying, and whatever the penalty is, they get that.
Okay, you'd like to parry the first one?
Yes.
Okay, roll your parry. How many actions do you have?
I have 2 extra actions per turn.
Okay. Roll your parry.
Am I rolling it before the attack?
No, they've already
Oh.
attacked.
Oh, sorry, I can't. I'm not used to not being able to see. Okay, no parry. Fuck me.
Hmm?
Oh, I
mean,
rolled it in the wrong
oh,
fucking place, I think. Nope. No, I'm there.
Yeah,
No,
you just didn't
no
succeed.
successes.
Wow, that was a tragic roll.